Welcome back, everybody. It's the Bazinga Boys. We're here again with another brilliant pair of episodes, and we forgot to rate the last one. So, what do you think? What's better, the Rash getting cucked episode or the Sheldon goes to space, but then it rains so he can't go episode?
I think, as the biggest Raj booster on the show, I think clearly the winner was the Raj-focused episode.
Yeah, I mean, I usually prefer the Big Bang Theory, so I'm glad to accept this verdict. And I have been called out for being racist against Indians last time, and I thought, you know what, it's not fair. It's not it's not their fault that their language sounds like that. Okay, so I need to cut them some slacks. I need to be more forgiving and more tolerant of Indian people, and I think Rash is actually a pretty cool character in general, And
I mean, much like you, he does despise Indian culture, I think, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he is the most fitting character for me then, because he also hates it, but then he sees this beautiful Indian woman who is no longer morbidly obese, and he is like, hell yeah, and then he blows it completely, so.
Well, he hated her until he was drunk, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but he still kept telling her how ridiculously fat she was, Well,
that's true. Yeah, I don't know. That places the Big Bang Theory is now tied with Young Sheldon for 4 episodes each.
Impressive.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm actually opening up to the idea of doubling down on Big Bang Theory. How many episodes would we need to do that?
Oh, what do you mean for doubling down? Like doubling down after
2 episodes.
Young Sheldon's up, or?
Well, no. I mean, I think it might be better to start doing 2 and 1 episodes.
Oh God, I don't know about that. There's, I think there are like about 100 extra Big Bang Theory episodes.
Well, how many are in this? How many are in this season? Wait, are there even more?
There's like a little bit more, just a couple more. So.
Okay, well, I guess we'll do double next time if we don't forget, okay?
Maybe.
Well, maybe. You have to tell me now.
Well, maybe. I don't know if I can handle that. If there's these episodes are...
Come on, there's not too much of a good thing. That's invented by people who like bad things, okay? You can't have too much of a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Really?
I don't know if Big Bang Theory can be considered a good thing that you can have too much of, so... Relative to the Young Sheldon. I'd much rather just watch more Young Sheldon. I wish they made like 5 more seasons of that, honestly.
But then how did it turn out that they're tied? You must have enjoyed it as much as Young Sheldon.
I think there's just been some weakness on the Young Sheldon episodes, honestly. I think that's my
maybe
issue.
Young Sheldon was never actually that good. It was always Big Bang Theory carrying its weight.
How dare you? He's Young Sheldon. He's the fucking guy of the show. He's the face of the show. You can't say that.
Face of what show?
Of our show.
Well, yeah, but I mean that doesn't mean that he needs to be. I mean that's the whole point, is finding out which one's better, And I'm thinking Big Bang Theory is better, but we'll see. We'll all see.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah. So, but do you have for us today, Florian, a Grindr update?
Yeah.
On this day.
Well, it seems that the Grindr has grinded to a halt, and I'm not getting any responses anymore. Now it's just like any other dating app. It's very frustrating. I realized that one guy whose name is a German flag and then a waving emoji might not be right. I'm thinking that's probably a Sikh Highland, and I blocked him. So, I mean, he ignored me anyways. Yeah, it's like that waving emoji where the guy puts up his hand. I'm thinking like, oh, wait a moment. There's only one thing that could mean. Next to a German flag.
He's waving, he's saying hi. Maybe he's just visiting Germany, and he's saying, hi, I'm in Germany. Hi, Germany.
Yeah, maybe.
That's probably what that means. I don't think they're putting Sieg Heiling in their fucking Grindr profile.
No, I think they are. I think you're underestimating the amount of gay Nazis, okay? They're out there. They've got representation too. You think you got Milo? We got many Milos, okay?
Well, we learned about Nick Fuentes recently, or
Exactly.
doubled down on the confirmation with him anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure. That's yeah. I don't. I think you like at least try asking the guy like, oh, what do you think of Indian people or something? See if you have some common ground.
Yeah, maybe I'll get along just fine with him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe we can see Kyle together.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. The grinder segment is getting more and more doubtful.
Well, I think that's a mistake on your part. I think you should be seizing these opportunities that keep getting presented.
I mean, they haven't even been messaging me anymore. It's crazy. Like, I've been messaging guys and they've not been responding. It's crazy.
Well, what about the foot guy? That's who I want to hear about most.
Fuck, I need to get back to him.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess so.
You got to get back to him.
Yeah, this is just gonna be like our Big Bang Theory thing, where it's like, oh, is he gonna ask her out? Is he gonna have the foot guy over? The big
yeah, that's true. That's kind of the arc of the show too.
The big will they, won't they?
Hmm.
All right, so are you ready to jump into the new episodes?
Yeah, on this Big Bang Theory, we open with they're all setting up like an internet thing that controls their fucking lamps and stuff and their RC cars and whatever.
Oh yeah, that
and
was completely stupid. I hated that joke.
Really?
Yeah. Well, who would
the
do
laugh
such
track
a
fucking
thing?
loved it.
Like,
they loved the whole thing.
What's the reference? What is this referencing, man?
I don't think it's referencing anything.
Like, why
Does it
would
have to be a
people
reference
do that?
to be like a good joke?
I mean, I feel like it's so stupid that it would have to be a reference. Like, why would they think that this is something that people do? Is like, yeah, let's give the internet control to our devices, and then we see the Japanese people have done the same thing. So it must be like a trend, right?
They're Chinese, first off. How dare you? But yeah, there's
no difference.
I mean, they say in the show the reason
same.
they're doing it is because they can,
Yeah, no, like that would be a meme. Like, if two people simultaneously come up with the same idea, it's probably because they saw a meme. It's like, oh, we did the ice bucket challenge. Oh yeah, wow, we did too. What a coincidence. No, it wasn't. It was just a hot thing at the time.
Well, I think there's clearly like a website up or something that they're on, right? That they're seeing like, oh, all these other people have their cameras and their stereos on here.
But
let's put ours on too.
They were so hyped about it. It's almost as if they made that website, but surely they wouldn't have, right?
Probably not. No, I don't know if any of them are good at website stuff. If that's ever
they're good at everything. So
that's true. I don't know.
They got magic IQ.
Yeah, they got magic movie IQ.
But luckily, we get to a much more interesting part where Leonard finds a letter in the trash.
Yeah. He finds this letter and he reads it, and it's about present your findings from your newest thing at this symposium or whatever, science conference. But Sheldon has thrown it away because he does not want to present his research to people who are, I guess, anyone.
God, Sheldon is such a cunt in this episode. Like, especially in this scene where we just talk about it. It's like, yeah, I threw it away. Like, you didn't need to know about this letter. And then he's like, oh, did I maybe get a Nobel Prize that you also threw away? And then Sheldon's like, ha, a Nobel Prize? You'll never get one of those. You pathetic, stupid man. You dumb fucking Leonard. And then Leonard just takes it in stride. Wow.
Clearly, Sheldon, he can't see into the future, or he'd see the finale of the show, and he'd know how wrong he is.
Well, is Leonard the last one to get the Nobel Prize?
I don't actually know, but I think they all do by the end, or at least Leonard and Sheldon.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. We get a bit earlier where Howard is like looking up Penny's skirt and stuff with the fucking RC cars, and I think that's I'm starting to wonder, why is Howard even like their friend still?
Well, because they're not women and they don't care.
I guess that has to be the answer. Yeah.
Would you, if we had like a group of 4 people and one guy's just constantly harassing women, do you think we should cut him out?
Probably, or at least like don't have him around when like the woman you're trying to get a date with is around. You know, it seems like a bad mix.
Okay, I guess I'll let Weekend know that you don't want anything to do with him anymore.
Is Weekend like that? I don't think that's true.
No, I was
you can't
just
slander him
making a
like
joke.
that.
Well,
Wow.
like if you go
How
to
dare
his
you.
channel, it's like all just misogynist shit, though. It's
like what?
Like they put women in my favorite shit, not on my watch. And he's got
I don't
pictures
know.
of the woman looking stupid, you know.
Okay, I know he didn't like Captain Marvel. That's like
That's
a 6-year-old
insane.
movie that sucked. So,
I mean, it's not that bad. It's like, it's okay.
it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Well, it's not worse than like the average Marvel stuff.
For back then, it certainly was. Now it's not. But you know, that's more the decline in Marvel.
I mean, it's what came out at the same time.
Infinity War.
Well,
it was
yeah,
right between Infinity War and Endgame. So.
Well, yeah, and she ruined like, I mean, she blew that one too because she was like too powerful and she didn't participate. But like, I mean, I'm sure there was something like, I mean, okay, Sorcery is pretty epic, but what else was there? Some Spider-Man bullshit. Okay, that's probably good
There was
too.
Spider-Man Far From Home right after Endgame. It was really good.
No, that one was definitely one of the worst Spider-Man.
Far From Home is lower end of the Spider-Man ones, but it's still like leagues higher than like anything in Phase 4 outside of Spider-Man. So.
Huh? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We're just like the Big Bang Theory guys, just being obsessed with Marvel, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and Leonard, he decides he goes to he wants to go to this conference anyway. Penny helps him figure out like an outfit, and he has the bottled city of Kandor in his room, which I thought was a neat reference.
I remember that he told us that it's from Superman, but I don't know what that's from, like which Superman property.
Just general Superman comics and TV and stuff. Probably one of the movies. I don't remember.
Are there people in that city?
Yeah, there's tiny people in that city.
Holy
they
shit.
found a way to make the city like self-sustaining in there.
Why didn't they make it big again?
Superman he just kind of can't figure it out, or like he hasn't gotten around to it. There's no like good reason he hasn't put the effort into doing that, but you know.
He could restore his home world. Oh my god.
Yeah, or at least the one city. There's a comic where he does make them all big again, but they decide they're going to be like evil psychopaths. I guess because, you know, being trapped in a bottle for like 50 years not great. So, you know.
I mean, I don't think I'd mind if there's a whole city in the bottle.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it would suck. Like, it's just like being in this city, but then the mountains aren't there. Like, I guess that'd be like
no mountains.
A big loss.
You'd go crazy if you couldn't go hiking, right? I assume that.
Well, I didn't go hiking like before I started getting fit, so I don't know. Probably was fine.
Oh, well, okay.
Guess I'd have to. Guess we'd have to build a lot of more gyms.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a neat reference to pull out because that's not something that like a lot of people had heard of in 2008 or 2009 whenever this episode aired. So I thought that was neat, you know, just like at least in these early episodes, some of their nerd references are like actual real deep pulls here. So
I mean, I guess it's funny because Penny thinks it's completely unimpressive and shit. So that's a good juxtapose.
Yeah. Most normal people are not going to be impressed by your model of the bottled city of Kandor.
I mean, they probably should be. It's like
they should be.
Like it doesn't need to mean anything. It's like a neat little city in a bottle. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, it's still cool. Like people get like ships and bottles, and they don't get judged.
Yeah, I mean, like it's better than having like a single Superman doll or whatever. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's just funny that he put it in his closet. Is that where Superman keeps it?
I assume Superman, he keeps it at the Fortress of Solitude, probably on his desk or something. I don't know.
He just looks at it.
Yeah, he just looks at it and thinks, maybe today I'll do that thing, and then he gets distracted.
Yeah, he just ponders the bottle.
Yeah, he just treats it like another desk toy. That's it. That's what I assume. I don't know.
I mean, they don't even need to be in a bottle. He can let them out, and they could populate like a tiny area.
Yeah, that's true. I guess maybe not in the Arctic where the fortress is, but like yeah.
It could be like,
I have no idea.
It could be like that movie Downsizing, or maybe everyone, like maybe people could have like Kryptonians as pets, you know? Like the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, they could get their own terrariums and trap them each in a little bottle and watch them build like a city in there.
Yeah, or they could have them to do their taxes. Yeah, it's great.
Like young Sheldon.
Man, we really got into that one, but let's see.
That's a good bit.
So what's this suit made out of that Penny hates?
The corduroy suit. It's made out of corduroy,
I
like
don't know
the
what that
corduroy
is.
bear. It's some fabric. I don't really know. I think it's like a fabric you make like overalls out of. I'm pretty sure, or maybe that's just the corduroy bear.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Like a cord. Okay.
I don't know. I guess the suit is like it's kind of ugly, which Penny of course believes, and like the shirt that he chose to go with it is also
work.
horrible. I mean it does work at the end he puts it on. It looks pretty decent.
Terrible.
So. What?
Yeah, I mean it works fine for him. He's got some risk going on, you know.
Yeah. Well.
Like I guess I'm more concerned with the fact it's just like dark brown. I mean that's probably not the best color, but I guess it's iconic corduroy color.
I guess so. I don't know. Corduroy bear I think was always green. His outfit. He wasn't actually made of corduroy despite being a stuffed bear. But
he's just got corduroy pants. Okay.
Yeah.
And I never knew about this bear, but now I'm looking at it. It's pretty interesting.
He's a higher tier bear than Paddington in my eyes, but
how dare you?
I haven't seen those Paddington movies, but you know
they're heartwarming.
Oh, you know what? You didn't like that Wonka movie by the guy who made him, so
I don't know if you said anything. You cut out. Fuck, man. What's up with your internet?
Well, you didn't enjoy that fucking Wonka movie made by the same guy, so I don't know how your taste of these bear movies work. Okay.
I mean, I enjoyed it fine. I just wish there was more of it, and like more of the start and the end. Like he made the bear into 2 movies, maybe 3. Like why'd he make only one Wonka movie?
Because with Wonka, there's just the one story. I guess there's not material in that movie for like another movie. So
yeah, because the movie's too small. If the expedition and then him building the city and like him getting to the city as like that, there's enough for 3 movies. I'm disappointed. Okay, but whatever.
No, I hate to say this, but you might be like the only person who enjoys a movie just being like stretched out like that, like with The Hobbit.
I mean, like it didn't even cover the interesting parts, like him going on the expedition to find all these weird candy properties. You know, he's just like already good at it, so there's no story there. Like it's just
we saw the expedition scene in the 2005 one. You know.
Well, that was pretty short. I mean, like there could be so much of that expedition that would be really fun, but whatever.
I don't know. I think you went in with poor expectations, I think. Much like Star Wars fans do every time. And you came out and the movie wasn't exactly like you wanted it, and you decided it's bad, and that's my issue, okay?
I mean, it wasn't great anyways, like the
It was really good. No, everyone liked it.
No, they didn't. The characters weren't that good. Like only Wonka was interesting. All the other characters were basically nothing.
I mean, they're like simple characters, but you know they don't need to be super complicated.
Really, it's fine to just have like only simple characters.
Yeah, if your main character is really interesting, which like Willy Wonka is undeniably.
No, I think there's more. There needed to be more. I mean, it's not like it hardly makes it onto any top 10 lists, right?
Of top 10 of last year, probably it's got to be close to the top. I'd say top 5.
I mean, that's unlikely. You just haven't seen enough movies then.
What are 10 better movies than Wonka from last year?
I mean, I think I already did my list. Whatever. I can't believe.
I think Migration was at the top. Okay, so that's all I need to know.
You're rehashing this. Fuck off, man! What the hell? How do we even get onto this?
I don't know.
Why are you still babbling on about Wonka?
We were talking about the corduroy bear.
Jesus, man. You're the one insulting Paddington, and now I'm
I didn't
at fault.
say Paddington's not good. I haven't seen Paddington, okay? It might be a beautiful movie.
I can't believe I can't believe you made this whole tangent shitting on my taste because you haven't seen Paddington. That's crazy. You suck.
That's just where the conversation naturally led, okay?
No, it wasn't. It's because you insulted me and I responded to it.
Yeah. Well, we can let the audience decide, okay? Yeah.
Decide what?
Of who's correct. I guess. I don't know.
I'm disappointed.
They make a joke about how Leonard's so short, right? But he's really not. They're constantly joking that he's so short.
I think he's shorter than the other nerds.
I think he might be taller than Howard. He's not significantly shorter than them, if he is. I don't know.
Interesting.
I think it's weird. I gotta stand up for the short kings in the audience. I know there's at least one, so yeah.
Okay, well let's find out. Big Bang Theory.
I don't know, Johnny Galecki height. Just search that.
No.
I'll do that. And I'll get the result
I'm
faster
looking
than
up the tallest and shortest actors in Big Bang Theory.
1.65. Fucking don't give it to me in meters.
Why? If it's all meters, that's fine. Oh my god, what is this?
No,
page?
I want to know what it is compared to like a regular person. 5 feet 5 inches. That's actually quite short. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I guess Penny's just also short. Because I guess in that scene I was comparing him to Penny.
Penny was slightly taller than him. And like...
Wow.
like a man should be taller than a woman, like on average. If a man is as small as a woman, then you're looking at a small man and an average woman.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, that's no good.
Yeah, you're gonna shame him too now?
No, I'm not. I'm above that, okay? Literally.
Yeah, you are with your big fat privilege, you know, your height and size privilege.
Height and width, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna stomp him.
I got it all. In the whole package. Yeah.
More like a burlap sack, you know, than a package.
Yeah. Wow.
There we go.
Yeah. There's the scene where Penny tries her best to make to fix their friendship here because they're both so angry at each other over this conference and whatever because Sheldon doesn't want to go, and Penny tries her best to get Sheldon back, whatever, but she lets slip that Leonard said that his things were like a lucky hunch, and that incenses Leonard even further. I just dropped my shit. That's gonna get picked up on the mic. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So and there's the scene where Leonard comes out and gets yelled at by Sheldon right after Penny tells him that, and then Penny like looks and she does the thing where she like spins her finger around her ear to signify that she thinks he's crazy, right? And that became a meme for like 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks.
Really?
Like a month ago.
Wait, what?
It did.
What, from this
everyone
episode?
was posting that picture.
What?
No, not from this episode, but everyone was
okay.
posting a picture where with the guy doing the thing.
I don't understand. What guy?
The little yellow guy.
What guy? What?
It's. I'll put it up on screen.
Okay.
It's the guy. It's like it's just like an emoji guy, like yellow man, yellow cartoon man. But yeah, he's to signify that that's crazy and I don't agree with it or whatever. Like, oh, when I'm looking up bomb instructions and I look at my camera and I do to the FBI, I go, oh, I think this is nutty.
Wow.
You know.
Oh, by the way,
let them know I don't agree.
Well, yeah, send it. Anyways, like Howard is slightly shorter than Leonard, but then Raj is a good bit higher, and of course Sheldon is much higher. So, yeah. Now you know. And then the stupid rock guy is like really tall. Is he the tallest? Wow, okay. I guess he comes later.
I cannot find this picture. This is annoying.
Fake meme. Doesn't exist.
It's real. I'll put it in the episode, okay?
Okay, the only meme that's out right now is the chicken nuggets doing the song, okay?
Oh. What? Help me!
Yeah, that's true. Would you like to sing the song of the chicken nugget, Florian, for the audience?
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Damn it, I practiced and I can't do it. Oh! Yeah, that's it.
You gotta know it's from like a real song.
Yeah, it's called Cotton Eye Joe, but...
Exactly, yeah.
But they make it into nonsense. You know?
I'm sending this note here for when I gotta put in these epic memes on this episode here. But yeah.
And then the nugget goes like, "What? Help me!" I love that. Yeah. And then people have to click the like button.
JonTron. Exactly.
Oh really? Is that what it's from?
Yeah, it's JonTron going, "What?" That meme's so old, but it's constant. It keeps coming back, you know.
Okay, so Penny is belittling his wardrobe once again. I'm sure that Mumkey would hate it, just like he hated it when they told Sheldon not to wear his bow tie. This poor little man doesn't get to have his high fashion. What a shame. And then it's pointless too, because all the weeps they congratulate him on his nerdy wardrobe. So Penny was out of touch.
Everyone loves it. She
but I guess
like, I don't know why we're asking
like
for her opinion on this, because she's like the circle she's in are clearly very different from fucking physics. No, conference.
I think her advice give him some kind of Lecher vibe, which makes him like seem to have higher confidence. I think that probably worked out, but yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
She probably didn't need to throw out his shirt, you know.
Yeah.
His nerdy shirt.
Yeah, that seems mean. Just let him have his nerdy shirt. But
it's funny he only has Sheldon, one tie. That's one tie. Yeah. That's a double tie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sheldon, throughout this episode, he's trying to blow up Leonard's head like in Scanners, where he puts his fingers on the side of his head, right? And he focuses all his energy.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie.
I don't believe that... I just don't believe that Sheldon would, like, think this is a thing that he can do, right?
Well, I mean... I think Sheldon is really stupid in some ways, and he has issues with distinguishing reality from fiction. Which is why he keeps bringing up a time machine, which is definitely never going to work.
Oh, I think it will, okay? But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a silly thing for him to believe in.
Very silly.
Because that movie is like 50 years old. It's not. It's no documentary.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't guess so. I mean, you'd probably just think that they had like a gun blow up their heads, you know? You wouldn't think it was psychic.
Well, I mean, in the movie, it's psychic stuff, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but looking at the evidence, you wouldn't think like, oh yes, the psychic head murderer struck again.
Yeah, if there were like historical examples of a guy's head blowing up.
Yeah, they would just think it was a gun, you know?
Yeah, that's how they got JFK. That's the real secret there.
Yeah, they just used the elephant gun to blow his head clean off, you know?
Well, that's what they say, okay? That's the official story. I think it was George Bush Sr. in the bushes blowing his head up with his mind.
Yeah. I can't wait for the boys to come back so I can see that lady blow up some more heads. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch that show. It sounds pretty good.
Oh my god, you have no idea. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a poop joke in this episode. It was brief. I don't remember what it was, but it got the biggest laugh from the canned laugh track out of the whole show so far. I want to point out.
Well, it's because it's a very important plot point to the show that Sheldon's poop was late because of a fight with Leonard. You know, that's crazy that his subconscious has more feelings than his actual conscious. You know.
Okay, so you're saying the fake audience just understood the subtlety of the joke more than I did.
I mean, you should have understood it, considering how long we've been talking about Sheldon's stool.
Well, I knew it was referencing that. I just didn't, you know. It just did not seem like the best joke of the whole show so far.
I mean, I'm always happy to get a Sheldon poop update. Okay. We gotta take it how it is, even if we have to disguise it as a joke to the normies. But yeah,
that's like your grinder update. That's the update you're looking for. Okay.
Yeah, just every time they're looking for it, I'm grinding, but it's no juice being squeezed, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Leonard, he goes to the conference anyway, right? And he's preparing for the conference, and he decides to have this joke, right? He decides he's going to open with an epic physics joke about spherical chickens in a vacuum, right? Did you understand this joke?
Kind of, yeah.
Can you explain what the joke is here?
Do you remember the setup of the joke?
Yeah, for the audience, it was a farmer asks a physicist to figure out how to like make his like farm more efficient or whatever, and the physicist goes and he does all these calculations and he says, "Oh yeah, I've got an answer, but it requires spherical chickens in a vacuum." Well,
you see, like a lot of physical calculations are way simpler in a vacuum. Yeah, like gravity is pretty straightforward. Like you just have, I think gravity has like the same speed no matter how much volume you have, except for air gets in the way. So whenever you have air in the gravity calculation, you can't do it accurately because the air gets in the way, I guess. And then it then being spherical means that you can calculate their volume much easier, you know. So those are two factors that would make it easier for a physicist to calculate something. But I don't know what exactly was wrong with the chickens. Were they unable to lay? Or did he just want them laying better?
I don't remember that, but I do think that is basically the essence of the joke. Yeah, I think you got it. Pretty spot on, at least as far as I understood it. Maybe we're both dumb. But yeah.
I mean, there's like experiments where you create a vacuum to measure out how properties of certain things work, but obviously the chickens would die in a vacuum.
Yeah. Probably.
So there'll be no such experiments done on these chickens. But yeah, I mean, I guess a physicist would be pretty inept at maximizing the output of chickens. You know, maybe chemistry might be more up to the task.
A lot of physics is like theoretical, especially theoretical physics, which is what they're both in. So.
Yeah, I mean, like
it's not going to help people with like real life situations.
I mean, like, even if you have like the real life stuff where it's like the train goes at this speed, like the chickens don't have to go anywhere, so there's no way to optimize that. Like maybe you can optimize how fast the food gets to the chickens, but they probably just got them in a bag. They just got a sack of food in the back. You know, it's probably nothing to be done there.
Mm-hmm. They're all propped up in lines in front of troughs like we saw in Dominion. So,
yep, just a million chickens, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, just having spherical chickens is pretty fun, you know. I always like when an animal is spherical. Yeah,
and I mean, Sheldon liked the joke. He even, when he goes up for his rant at the end, he even gives Leonard that. The chicken joke was good, so
yeah. The other nerds love it too, but Penny doesn't get it, of course.
Well, Penny said she'd heard it before.
Yeah,
I think that was the reason she didn't find it funny this time.
Oh, she was lying. I guess you couldn't pick up with your heavy autism. She was trying
Penny
to
would never lie.
She was being friendly about not understanding the joke, you know.
Wow.
Or maybe not thinking it was funny.
You're always talking about how the blonde characters, they're so dumb, right, in these episodes. I think this is just your bias seeping in.
Wow.
I think she did get it. Yeah. She was on the farms in Omaha, right?
That's why she got the laugh track, is because she was definitely sincere with that one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, this episode, it does end with a wonderful physicist freak out moment, which gets recorded and uploaded online, where they get into like a physical fight over this stupid shit. And yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it's stupid is their pettiness, you know, but I mean, obviously, which one of them is more responsible for the experiment is pretty important, I guess. And like, they have no respect for each other. That's pretty bad. But yeah,
there's a lot of growth to be done in this show, I think.
Yeah, a lot of growth that probably won't happen.
Yeah, until they can it all into like the last season, you know.
Well, you think that he's no way. Sheldon's always gonna suck.
I don't know. I think he's gonna respect Leonard toward the end, like a little bit. but it'll be like very forced.
I mean, the thing is that Sheldon probably already respects Leonard. He just doesn't show it.
Well, he at least doesn't want to admit it, so.
Yeah, like
But I think you kind of have to admit your respect for it to be like real or valuable at all. So.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So they get into a slap fight over it, and and Sheldon keeps putting his fingers on his head to blow up Leonard's head, but Leonard keeps trying to pull them apart as to be immune to the psychic
Leonard
attack.
like pushes him lightly, and Sheldon's like, "Oh, he hit me! You saw it! That's assault!" and whatever. He's like, "Yeah." He goes full into that.
Yeah, but then he says, "So it was working." Oh yeah, like Leonard says, "You were trying to blow up my head," and Sheldon says, "So it was working. You admit it." And then they just start fighting all over. Yeah, it's great.
So, could you prosecute someone for intent to like harm you if they truly believed that they were trying to blow up your head and that it was working? Do you think you could prosecute on that?
Well, hard to tell. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could, like. I mean, what happens if you like if you talk so much shit that you get hit? I'm pretty sure you can't like claim assault when you just keep being harassing and threatening, So I'm sure it would count towards that, but also, like, of course they're not gonna press charges, so whatever.
Well, yeah, that would complicate the show considerably. But yeah.
Yeah, they like Leonard just goes to jail. No, I guess he would just get a fine, and then maybe he would just take it. He would just be cucked and pay the fine.
Maybe.
And then nothing would have happened. They would still be living with each other. But then Howard films it and he puts it on the internet. Physicists Gone Wild, and it gets like 10K views, and he's really proud.
10K, which feels like nothing now. Like I'm like my fucking day is ruined if my video only gets 10K views. So. Well,
yeah, but I mean, Howard probably doesn't have a YouTube channel. It just luckily went viral,
Well, they say it's like big viral though, like, and we see people in China watching it. So yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're also physicists, maybe, I don't know, or other kinds of nerds.
Well, yeah, it's very old YouTube. I don't think there's even like a YouTube logo on it. It's just like the star rating system is under the video. Like, it's very old YouTube.
Yeah, damn! What a crazy time! Like people controlling their remote cars over the internet, and then old YouTube.
Yeah, and of course we see they cut to Chinese Big Bang Theory at the end. Like they're literally in like the same outfits and everything. It's as like Sheldon and Leonard. It's great.
Yeah, they can't wait for the episode where it's just these two, and they have like a whole day.
Like that's like something Rick and Morty would do, but I don't know if they're brave enough back then to have an episode about the stupid side characters. Even though they really should. I'd watch that.
Yeah, just a horrible caricature of a Chinese person being a Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And of course,
that's about
and of course, Howard takes a picture of Penny passing out on his arm and tags it as if she was his girlfriend. So is that something? Is that a crime?
I feel like I don't know if it's crime, but I think it is. This is like escalation in his behavior. It's like watching a serial killer who like starts with animals. It's really disturbing to see. Like, I think we're on track for him to like full on rape someone by the end of the season.
Holy shit!
I know it won't happen, but I think.
Well, yeah.
Realistically, it might.
Like
in the
like
real world.
Well, actually, he does have sex. Like he had that sugar baby, and he went mingling with the old ladies, and I'm sure
that's true. Yeah, I guess he doesn't need to.
But I guess he's just so horny for those penny boobs.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. But,
I guess he's like. I guess just any woman. He's just like completely without any self-control. Damn.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the Big Bang Theory. So moving into young Sheldon this time. I think this was we start with them watching Star Trek the original OG Star Trek show, right?
Is Enterprise the original one?
Well, Enterprise was from like 2001 or something.
Yeah, well, Enterprise is the one with Spock in it, right?
No, that's the original series. It's just called Star Trek, but they call it TOS because it's the original series. But yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Spock is on the Enterprise, right?
Well, they're all on the Enterprise. There's like different, like pretty much all these ships are called the Enterprise that they're always on. Like in
really?
TOS and TNG, in Enterprise, it's the Enterprise, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure they're like the one Enterprise. I'm pretty sure there's just one.
No, I'm telling you right now, you're just wrong, okay? Like,
I must find out. How many Enterprises were there?
Like, it's gonna tell you like a lot.
Oh yeah, several. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
Unbelievable. What an oversight! I can't believe that they did this.
Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah. I'm glad to see them enjoying this show. And Mima identifies that Kirk is actually based and cool. Oh, there's a lot of Kirk revisionism, like, oh, he's just this lame character. He doesn't really fit. Oh, he's so dumb and crazy. But like, no, he's a genuinely good leader. Yeah. If you actually watch the fucking show, you losers out there who don't watch fucking Star Trek.
He fought that lizard that one time.
I mean, yeah, that's something that kind of contributes to his odd reputation. Yeah. But the circumstances kind of forced him to fight that lizard rather than use a diplomatic solution. And I mean, he comes to a diplomatic end anyway in that one. So yeah, it's good. It's a good show. But yeah, Mima of course relates more to Kirk because she's like cool, and Sheldon is relates more to Spock because he's young Sheldon. Of course he would. It
kind of blows my mind that people are actually into Spock because he is like really cringe.
He's an interesting character, but he is like clearly a secondary character, which Sheldon argues with, but that's him like coping and seething about it. So
yeah, I mean that can't be right. You can't possibly think that like Spock has more screen time or anything, right?
I don't actually know about screen time. It's probably pretty close actually in the overall really? For that show, but
well, yeah. I guess.
But it is clearly Kirk. Though.
I guess Sheldon is right then. If he's got the second most screen time, then it's a toss.
Well, no, it's not about the screen time. It's about how they're portrayed.
No, it's about the screen time.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Like if you have a show, then the person with the most screen time is going to be basically the main character. Like
I just disagree.
Just because he's the captain doesn't mean he's the main character. I believe Sheldon. He probably has more screen time, and he probably is the main. Okay.
I mean, the real answer is that there's 3 main characters on that show, but like, it's like Kirk has to be the top one, right? He has to be, okay? Much like Leonard is clearly the main character of Big Bang Theory, even if Sheldon's like on screen more, which I'm not sure he is, but even if he was, the story still like the main arc of the story is like, oh, will Leonard get with Penny and will they get married or whatever? So,
well, I'm pretty sure that gets resolved pretty quick though, so I don't know.
No, it does not. That is like the whole show.
Really? I thought they close to getting married like after the first season.
I don't know. They get into like a relationship, but yeah, we'll have to see, because I don't think it gets that resolved. There's like a lot of ups and downs. So
I see. Well, I guess it remains to be seen.
Yeah, but in this episode of Young Sheldon, George decides that he needs Sheldon to help with Georgie's thing, right? So he bribes him with trains from the train store. And Sheldon tries to help Georgie, but Georgie is too damn dumb to be taught anything, and he goes to bed early before he is properly helped with his schoolwork. And yeah, and then they have the test the next day.
What?
But Georgie cheats, and that's the big thing, is Georgie's cheating on his tests in this episode.
But how did he even get the answers? That's what I want to know. They don't cover that one.
Yeah, actually, they don't. Maybe he wrote them down after he wrote all this stuff on his foot while he was talking to Sheldon. Well, Sheldon didn't notice.
Well, I mean, Sheldon wouldn't have had access to the test either.
Well, yeah. They this is 18-minute episode, so they don't really fixate on that too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, he must have had help. Like, where would he have gotten these answers? It blows my mind.
Who knows? It's quite shocking.
But yeah, I'm skipping ahead here a bit, but this episode is like a really big deal because we see that Sheldon is capable of so much more, and then he just completely gets stunted by his retarded mother, who tells him that he shall never lie under any circumstances.
No, he's lying. He's only doing bad lies though in this whole episode. He's never like lying for good purposes, just for his own like self.
I mean, there was no harm in getting
enjoyment and stuff.
There's no harm in getting out of PE, okay? And like, what was the other lie he did? The library books.
That's what I thought.
Who cares?
Now I'm a fat fuck. So yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to tell Professor Proton that he was like dying of cancer. Okay, he wrote like a fake Make-A-Wish letter.
Hey,
Professor Proton.
Professor Proton would have greatly benefited from meeting young Sheldon. Okay, he probably would have improved the show greatly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like we learned that Sheldon wants to be like Kirk instead of like Spock, and I think that Sheldon would have had the chance to become someone as charismatic and powerful as Kirk, you know, and he could have done it too if it weren't for that horrible mother. And like even George, his father, sees it. He's like, yeah, that was the first time he acted like me, and his mom wouldn't have any of it.
That's like George being like a lesser character though, because he's like no good with his constant, I guess, his lies and stuff that we haven't seen yet. But you know, it's I think it's unfortunate.
Like,
okay,
that was an impressive forgery of his mom's handwriting. Okay, like, God knows what Sheldon could achieve if he actually was willing to break a rule every once in a while. But now we know that Sheldon specifically is crippled by following every rule all the time, and it's terrible.
Lying is bad though.
No, it's
just not good. You're not supposed to lie at the time.
I almost never lie, but it's not like that, okay? Like, we hear really stupid shit about Sheldon. Like he insisted that he would get arrested for jaywalking one time, you know, because like he just had to have the OCD of every rule being enforced. It like even when it hurts him and other people, he would still insist on the rules, even if there's no benefit to anyone. It's maddening, and this is what we get because of his stupid mother ruining that child. Okay, Sheldon could have been great. I'm just telling you, you know.
I don't know. I think just you know, cheaters never prosper. Okay, that's half the message of the episode. Not really, because Georgie prospers. He absolutely does.
Yeah, and Kirk.
But yeah,
Kirk breaks the rules and he prospers.
Kirk.
I guess you're not.
I don't actually know what the whole arc of that show is. I guess I haven't seen the whole thing.
I guess you're not really into the whole Kirk after all, then, huh?
He's a good character, but I don't think he's like a morally pure great person to emulate.
Of course he is. Are you crazy? Like,
no, not when you compare him to Picard. Okay, absolutely not.
Picard breaks the rules too. Like,
no, not as much.
The rules are really stupid. Like, the Prime Directive in Star Trek is like the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. Like, how dare you? That's ridiculous.
Like, every time they break
the fucking Prime Directive.
Every time they break the Prime Directive, it's good. Like, the Prime Directive always holds them back. It's the only reason why they wrote it is because it's the only way to explain why we didn't get the warp drive sooner. Okay.
I'm shaking my head in real life. Okay, this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like I mean, it is like the whole plot of like dozens and dozens of episodes. It's not just because like they need it for like real world matchup purposes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, it is like I just saw an episode of Star Trek Discovery, and it's like, oh, this old woman's got cancer. Ah, too bad. We can't help her because she's like from a primitive culture, so we must let her die. You know.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like she
you do have to.
Like, she saved us and shit, but we're just gonna let her die, man. It's fine. Like, the Prime Directive is most important out of all things.
I'm shocked that fucking shitty show actually is like acknowledges this stuff. Okay, that's amazing.
You've never seen it, have you? Huh?
No, I have not. But I've heard how fucking
piece of
terrible
shit.
It is.
Don't you comment on things that you don't have Why? Why are you like this?
Florian, have you ever eaten feces? How do you know that's not great? How do you know it's not a delicious meal?
Why do you have to troll me? Why can't...
I'm not
why
not trolling.
Why
This is
can't you be
genuine.
normal for once?
I think it's incredibly normal to like not just watch shit that literally everyone
You
says
are a
sucks
Star
around
Trek
YouTube.
fan. What the fuck is wrong? Oh, of course, yeah. Why don't we just dismiss stuff that I might really like because I heard it on the internet? That's cool. Wow, you're so good.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not watching like fucking Ahsoka either. Everyone says that show's trash. So like,
Yeah,
there's just no
hate
point.
Star Wars. I know.
Well, I mean, I do. Yeah, I used to like Star Wars, but then they all turned bad, and so I'm not going to continue watching it just because it used to be good 30 years ago.
I mean, that doesn't
That'd be
apply.
dumb.
That doesn't apply to Star Trek because Star Trek is like
Star Trek has also been pretty mid to bad for like 30 years.
you've not
though.
seen a single one. Then I see.
You're just wrong.
Yeah,
okay?
which one have you
the
seen?
Best thing out of
Which one have you seen?
I've seen like plenty of episodes like Next Generation and the original stuff.
No, I'm talking about the modern stuff. Like, what have you seen?
I watched 2009 Wrath of Khan and what is it, Beyond? I saw all three of those.
Okay, yeah.
Beyond was okay, but the other two were like really bad.
Yeah, the movies are a mixed bag, but the series are so good. You're really missing out.
I watched fucking like 10 episodes of Red Letter Media talking about Picard, and they made that show like sound like the worst thing maybe ever made. So I'm just simply not going to try it out.
Why are you like this? This is insane.
What? Because I don't want to waste my time on shit that people say is not good.
Why
There's a
do
lot
you
of shit in the world
care?
that's really good.
Why do you care more
that I would
about what
watch
people
instead.
say than what you would enjoy?
Because I know that there are people who have like similar fucking opinions to me, like Red Letter Media people, and I know that their fucking stuff like they can take their recommendation to some degree. Like that's like the purpose of reviews is to like find people who you generally like align with and then follow their reviews.
But
and stuff,
that's not
to see if you want to waste your time on it.
But that's the complete opposite of what you just described. You just described watching reviews as an entertainment and then not watching the shows that it's about.
Well, I mean, that Red Letter Media is very entertaining though. So
Yeah.
I would say more entertaining than Wrath of Khan was. So
They're aggressively mid. Like, I don't know how people
Wow.
keep watching them still.
Wow.
Like, they really went down.
I can't believe this.
Like, they have not improved their content at all in the last 10 years.
You don't understand, okay? They might be making the same types of episodes, but they're jokes, okay? As they've gotten older and more like senile and stuff, they've gotten so much better.
No, the only reason why you like them is because they're just like old farts who like hate everything now. Like,
No, I like them because they're funny.
Like, all they do is just be
And they-
aggressively cynical. Like, that's the opposite of funny.
You have a whole show dedicated, a whole channel dedicated to shitting on reviewers, okay? So I don't know about aggressively cynical here as like an issue on my end.
What does that have to do with anything? Like, I like the
You should understand that
I
people
like
can
the
talk,
media.
talk about things being bad.
I like the
Like-
media better than the reviews of the media. Yeah, imagine that. Isn't that shocking? Wow.
No, you don't like them because they didn't fucking like the Mario movie or some shit like that. It's not like real.
No,
You've never given like a real
they've
criticism of one of these reviewers.
They've hated like everything so far. Like, they hated all of Star Trek. They hated Star Wars. They hated like basically anything. And then
because those are bad. They've been bad for 30 years. Like, yeah.
wow, I sure love that you defend them by blindly agreeing with them. Cool. Really missing out on those Star Trek shows that are actually really amazing.
Well, you know what? I'll play Kirby Planet Robobot instead, okay? And I know that's good. Mostly because I'm halfway through it, but also because literally everyone knew that it was good for like 10 years now, so I've been enjoying it.
Wow, 10-year-old
There's
games,
like
amazing.
so many things. Yeah, there's so many things that I have not played or have not seen yet that are like great.
Yeah, like Red
I have
Letter
no
Media.
reason to spend it on things that might be bad.
Like, that's totally
Like-
worth your time all the time, man. It just watch reviews.
It absolutely is, yeah.
Cool. Well done.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
think
I
this
love old people farting on new stuff that they don't like. That's my favorite type of content, man.
Listen, they only do like a fart joke like every second episode, okay? Come on.
They used to do so much in those Plinkett reviews.
Well, they've grown past the Plinkett.
Yeah, very
because all these things suck now, and there's no one. Everyone agrees that they all suck now, so there's no need to have like a guy who comes in and says, "Oh yeah, this is why they suck," because everyone just knows.
I don't know. I feel like Plinkett was actually more funny than their current shit now.
Well, I disagree.
Like Plinkett, at least
you come for Plinkett, you stay for Weird Hobbit Jay and fucking and especially for Rich Evans. Okay, yeah.
Wasn't Rich Evans Plinkett? Isn't that who it is?
Rich Evans plays Plinkett physically on Half in the Bag, but Plinkett is played mostly by Mike in the actual Plinkett reviews that you like. So
wait, there's different Plinketts, damn.
They've I don't know if they've ever tried to square that circle, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's complicated lore, you know.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good show, okay. But Big Bang Theory, right? That's what we're actually watching. I have no idea.
God, I can't believe you just keep doing it. Just shitting on stuff you haven't seen. I hate this about you. You have to stop. Okay? I'm not going to accept it.
So, you know.
What? Excuse me?
We'll have this fight again.
You're not gonna stop shitting on stuff that you haven't seen. This is too much to ask for from you. For real right now. Are you actually this fucking stupid? Is this actually your personality? It's just listening and parroting reviewers. Is that all you fucking got? Wow.
Well, no. Generally, I don't actually like go on I'm not gonna do like a podcast about Star Trek Discovery, right?
Yeah, but why do you have to shit on it? Why do you just have to parrot like the
because
popular?
It got brought up.
Yeah, you just couldn't let me have it. You just couldn't have me enjoy a thing. You just had to shit over it.
You can enjoy stuff that I don't like. That's on you if that bothers you so
you're
much.
The one who has to shit on
say.
it. Like, why can't you just let me talk about a thing without saying, wow, that's shit, I haven't seen it, but that's awful, man. Like, why can't you just cut that out?
I don't know, it's in my blood, okay?
Well, that's rotten blood. That's awful of you. Like, at least Mumkey is annoying in that same way, but he doesn't do it with stuff he hasn't seen.
I don't know what to tell you, okay? Young Sheldon, right. Yeah. We end this episode. There's a brief cameo from a pup named Scooby-Doo on the TV.
Wow.
Which is
I missed it.
Very enjoyable. Yeah. What do you think of the pup named Scooby-Doo? Have you seen that show?
Never seen it.
I saw some episodes when I was a kid. It seemed pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done a lot of Scooby stuff. I'm not generally a fan, but whatever.
Yeah, well, Monkey keeps talking about getting you guys to watch a pup named Scooby-Doo, and I think you should, because it's a wonderful show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't watch it. Right? It's like on the podcast that I'm on, right? Like something would have to happen for me not to watch it, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like the logical next step, I think. Outside of a Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster, that's another one. That's the only other like Scooby-Doo thing I like. Because when I was a kid, anyway, that I saw.
I mean, it'll never live up to Velma, anyways. I guess it's all down scoop from here.
This is why I take random reviewers' opinions more seriously than yours, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know for a fact that I'm not going to enjoy anything more than Velma out of Scooby-Doo, but okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you shitting on them without having seen them right now? Is that what's going on?
No, I mean, I've seen a lot of old Scooby-Doo. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the same level that everyone else enjoys.
So you're saying, even though you have not seen it, you're able to make certain like assumptions about its quality based on what other people have said and based on prior media in the series. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's not even prior. It's like prior and after.
Well, I don't know. That's a 60-year-old series. You have no idea what goes on in the middle of it, right? It could go from shitty to great out of nowhere. That happens a lot.
I mean, are you saying it's better than the rest?
Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster, I'd say that's on the upper end of at least the direct-to-DVD ones that I've seen. So.
But the other one that you mentioned? Is that like a must see?
What was the other one? you Pup Named Scooby-Doo? That one's also pretty good.
Pretty good, but is it better than the other Scooby-Doo stuff?
I mean, it's better than Velma, and it's going to be better than like that Ghoul School one. It's going to be better than any of the 60s stuff, you know?
Wow. Yeah, maybe I'll watch it.
It's at least like upper level, yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think you'd like it.
I mean, in what way is it better?
It's about a pup named Scooby-Doo. It's literally like Young Sheldon, but for Scooby-Doo, okay?
Yeah, but Scooby-Doo is so like he's not very smart. Like, I don't know how he needed a backstory.
Well, all the rest of them are kids too.
I know, right? Like, how does that make it better?
I don't know. I think that does screw with the Scooby timeline significantly.
Yeah, like...
Because now they can't show them, like, meeting at any age under, like, 4. Any age above 4. So, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we don't have... Yeah. We don't get... like, growing up as this talking dog might be interesting, you know? But, like, they probably don't explore it in any interesting ways, right?
Well, like, yeah, it's closer to, like, Muppet Babies or something where they just happen to be really young.
Yeah, like llamas with hats babies. Have you seen that?
No, I have not. I've seen Llamas with Hats, the YouTube show.
Yeah, no, there's a babies version, you know.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a joke where he decided like they're gonna be babies in this comic.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. I don't even know where you can get it. I guess it's secret, but he brings it up as a joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this? Do you think this might be like a joke and like it's not actually like a real comic at all, or?
I mean, it might not be a real comic. It might be, but like he keeps talking about it as if it's a way to troll people, you know.
Okay, you may have fallen for like a running gag or something.
Well, yeah, it's a running gag. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it probably exists,
okay, but there might not be like a real comic at all, though.
Yeah, maybe there isn't, you know.
Llamas with hats, babies.
I mean, it's funny because they're like homicidal llamas. Like, what are they gonna do as babies? Are they gonna nibble them to death?
Oh, you know what? No, they do sell like a book of this. Okay.
It's only a book. Yeah. Give me internet stuff.
Well, there's like a comic book on that costs $15 on YouTube here or whatever. But yeah.
Wow, maybe I should look this up. This sounds...
Or $15 on Amazon.
This sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. It's like a kid's storybook, whatever. we don't need the llamas with hatch tangent that much here. But yeah. What else is there to talk about for this young Sheldon? Because he gets caught, Georgie gets away with it, and yeah, it's
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty important how his mother just permanently stunted his growth by making sure that he can never lie.
I don't know. I don't think that's stunting him. I think that's just...
I mean, we specifically know that he's stunted now. Like, the version of him that was willing to play jokes on people would have absolutely not had many of these problems that adult Sheldon exhibits, you know?
Well, I don't know. He's willing to play jokes, though. That's a large part of his character, is his bazingas, right? That's the namesake of the whole show that we're doing right now. He's able to do that. And I believe the justification in that episode is, like, oh, you can lie as long as it's, like, funny and it's not, harming anyone.
No, I think he doesn't... He almost never lies. I think he... Like, that's why his bazingas are like such a dick move, because they're like always the truth, and they're just like pointing out the worst things about people.
I don't know. I've seen a clip of him telling that poor chicken boy that his refrigerator is running, and sending that poor fat kid into a panic that his food might be gone outside of his house. So,
what? Yeah. What was he wrong?
His refrigerator was not literally running on its feet.
Well, yeah, but Sheldon wouldn't have meant it to mean that. Like, he was just
Well,
misunderstood.
no, he does the bit, like, oh, he calls him up, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it. You know, he does that.
Did he do that in this episode?
Well, no. That's just a clip I've seen on YouTube Shorts.
Weird. Why would...
But it happens eventually.
Why would he do that?
We'll see it.
Wow.
I think he just... I just don't think he, like, fully... It's not like an irreversible change that he's told he can't lie. Like, he's still going to be able to do jokes and stuff, you know?
Well, yeah, jokes, but, like, he's not able to square, like, doing the thing that's good if it's, like, against any rule.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess that's the end of the episode.
Guess so.
Unless there's anything else to talk about, but I don't think so. Oh, their test counts for 25% of their final grade. And Sheldon's, like, done with it before the teachers even finished handing them out, which I think is, either there's something wrong with this school, or, like, this is just unbelievable.
Why?
Because you can't, like, I don't think you could physically finish writing a test that's, like 25% of your grade, unless it's, like, 3 questions at most, right? Like, you'd still have to physically write in the answers, and it's not like the Flash.
Well, I mean, if it's all multiple choice, then he could probably do them instantly, right? But I guess I don't know. I guess she says to show your work.
No, she says show your work. Yeah, so you gotta do all the calculations.
Wow, I guess that is a plot hole. Damn.
Yeah.
You did it.
Or the school sucks and it has 3 questions on their final test. It was 1 sheet, so for 25% of the grade. Ridiculous. But yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just 1 subject, so maybe.
Yeah. Well, might I ask, which episode did you think was superior this time, though?
Well, I think the lying one for sure, because we see what Sheldon could have become, but I guess he never will get there.
Well, that's interesting, because I actually, this time, preferred The Big Bang Theory. I thought the whole conflict was just really entertaining.
I mean, I think it was more interesting than entertaining. I think it's crazy that Sheldon thinks so low of this discovery they've made, and yet he's not willing to let Leonard, like, do his seminar, you know? Like...
Okay. I don't know.
Like, what is up with that? Why would Sheldon do that? Like...
He's just egotistical. That's it.
I mean, I feel like a Sheldon that lies wouldn't have been like that, but who knows?
I don't know.
I feel like a Sheldon who has fun more often wouldn't be like that.
No, you know.
Even though
we're getting very stick in the mud Sheldon to start Big Bang Theory. We haven't seen his wacky side just yet.
I mean, I don't think there is a wacky side. I think he gets...
He goes bazinga. That's wacky.
Yeah, highly. No, he does it to annoy people all the time. I think he's always going to be a stick in the mud. That's the whole problem. And he had a chance to be better, and he missed it. And that's why this episode is such a tragic masterpiece.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I guess you'll have to know. We'll have to decide.
Yeah. Shoot. This is why the show works better with 3 fucking people. Wow.
No, I think it's boring if we just end up like getting a verdict fast. I think it's better to talk it out, you know?
No, I don't know. I think yeah. I did like the Star Trek stuff in the Young Sheldon, so
you liked what?
You know, some of the Star Trek stuff in the Young Sheldon.
Damn.
They talked about the Kobayashi Maru, which I guarantee they wouldn't have if that 2009 movie didn't have that scene in it, but you know.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like how Mima gets it wrong.
I don't remember that being a frequent topic on the original series, so yeah.
I feel like it was, actually, but I'm probably wrong, and it's just this episode of Young Sheldon I'm thinking of.
Maybe. I don't know.
So you actually found, like, the jokes pretty well landing in these ones?
Honestly, I don't know if I laughed at either of them at all, so, but yeah.
Right, but you're rewarding the Big Bang Theory because you thought it was funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Overall, it was more entertaining, I think, as far as just the conflict and watching them have their issues.
I mean, I think seeing a different side of Young Sheldon is really, like, important plot-wise. I think that's way better than just having, like, a slap fight.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I don't feel too strongly on it either way, I gotta be honest, so...
Well, you need to make an argument, I guess.
Well... I'm fine just putting it down for Young Sheldon.
Hooray!
Sleep. Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're gonna make...
They're not so far apart that I have any issue with this, because fucking... I mean, you know, Young Sheldon has it's always going to be a more well-produced show, just with the camera angles, with the lighting, with all the stuff that matters for, like, a visual medium. It's just, it consistently looks way better, so...
Yeah, and you don't have the laugh track that you hate, yeah.
Yeah, there's no fucking laugh track. Maybe that's an indictment. Maybe they're there, but young Sheldon has just been so consistently unfunny, you know.
Yeah, it's.
We don't know.
No, you'd notice, like, people would go crazy whenever he's got, like, a cute moment.
Yeah, I guess.
It would be insufferable.
Aww.
Yeah, we couldn't have that. It'd be awes all the way. No way. Like, it doesn't even make sense. He's not even that cute. But they would do it.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right, I guess I once again triumph in the marketplace of ideas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I guess I have to convince you on Star Trek Discovery at some point.
You know, maybe we can do that. That can be content. We can do. I don't know, best episodes of Star Trek Discovery. I don't know.
Oh my god, best episodes! Wow, you're gonna.
Yeah, just pick like 2 that are good. Whatever.
I mean, I don't remember them that well, so I'll probably just pick the highest rated ones, and then you'll be blown out because they'll be amazing.
Okay, I know the first 2 seasons have like continuous story arcs, so
yeah, they do that now too. Like it's all pretty continuous, but like they still go on really wacky adventures, which you probably will love.
Well, okay, I don't know. We'll see. I guess.
Yep.
Someday. We gotta do like Knuckles and stuff before that, though. So
yeah,
we got all sorts of stuff to do.
Well, who knows? I mean, if you can't find a date with Heartsea, then I guess it's not happening because we might have forgotten.
We can just do it next week. It'll be fine.
Well,
we don't have anything else
Heartsea?
next week, I don't think. No, we can do it with him. He's probably gonna be fine.
I don't know.
I feel like he. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like he's a little unreliable as of late. We'll see.
Wow. No. I think we all have time to spare for Knuckles. I'm gonna have to rewatch half of that show though.
Oh my god, no! Don't rewatch it. You'll hate it even more.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, I've been the Purple Colonel,
and I've been Florian Basinga. Yep. Goodbye, everyone.
Boys.
Basingas.
Bye.